Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm gonna be talking about more so Scream 6, um, Scream 6 theories, Scream 6, like what I think should happen and my opinions and stuff like that. That's what we're gonna be talking about today, because I feel like since we haven't got really any news about Scream 6 lately, like we haven't got any casting news, we haven't got any any type of info on what's gonna happen with Scream 6. We haven't got anything. Like the only thing we've gotten so far is that the core four, um, Chad, Tara, Mindy, and Sam, they're returning. We also know that Hayden Panettiere returning as Kirby in Scream 6, which I'm really excited for. I've already made a video about that. She's returning for Scream 6. And like overall, I just feel like I just want to talk about my opinions and what I want to happen in Scream 6, because with Scream 5, I liked the movie, because I know a lot of people they didn't like the movie and they just didn't enjoy it. Like they had so many issues with it, and like overall they didn't like it. But me personally, I did like Scream 5 because I just felt like it wasn't the type of film that a lot of people were expecting to have. A lot of people were most likely, I feel like, they were expecting to have some kind of like, I guess they were probably either expecting something different or they expected more like, because now with this new Scream movie, it's like they're passing the torch to the new generation. And, a lot of the old school fans, they're probably not gonna like that. And they're probably like, well, I don't want that to happen. Why do we have to pass it to the why do we have to pass the torch to the new generation of these new groups that are coming in the Scream franchise, like Tara, Mindy, Chad, Sam, like why do we have to pass the torch to them? But it's like the thing is that the reason why that had to happen is because if the Scream franchise stays the same forever, then it's not gonna ever evolve, or it's never gonna like, it's always just gonna feel the same. Because if the Scream movies are always just about Sydney and Dewey and Gail and them trying to like figure out this whole murder mystery, and everyone's just trying to kill Sydney all the time, and everyone's just Sydney's always the main target, it's just gonna get boring at some point, and it's just not gonna feel original. So that's why I felt like that had to happen, where they passed the torch to the new generation. Because if they didn't do that, they then like it just would have felt like any other Scream movie. So I'm glad that they actually are doing this now, where they're passing the torch to a new generation, because I feel like it makes sense now at this point where we're at in the Scream franchise. And I know everyone likes Sydney and they want her to be the main target, the main shine, the main, like how it's been in any other Scream movie. And that's why a lot of people they were upset with Scream 5, because they saw Sydney wasn't in it that much, and that she wasn't the main focus anymore. But it's like you gotta realize we gotta start changing things up in the Scream franchise. We can't always just have the same old. Oh, everyone's just targeting Sydney and targeting Sydney and Gail and Dewey, who unfortunately died in Scream 5. But like I said, with Dewey dying as well, I also just feel like it had to have happened though. Like yeah, it sucks. It's sad that his character died, because I know I liked his character a lot. Oh, because I liked his character a lot, and I just also just overall I liked what he brought to the Scream franchise his goofy personality, his like he would always just be there to protect everyone. And I overall just liked Dewey as a character. He was just one of my favorite characters. So yeah, it did suck seeing him die. But at the same time, I just felt like at this point it had to happen. Because if the OG3 survive like every single Scream movie, then it's just gonna get boring at some point. It's just gonna keep feeling like every other Scream movie. Oh, every character survives. Every character, um, it's always about Sidney, Dewey, and Gale, and someone's always trying to target Sidney. That's gonna get boring at some point. So that's why I felt like with Dewey dying, it had to happen at this point. Because as sad as it is, it, we can't just keep going in the Scream movies and then they just keep surviving. It's gonna get boring. So I'm glad with Scream 5 they changed things up and they like didn't keep going on with the same stuff every single time. They try to change things up every now and then. But um but like I see where people are coming from though, where some of the issues they had with it because I definitely do see some of the issues with the movie though. Like yes, yes, I'm saying I do like the movie, but am I saying that the movie had no issues? No, I'm not saying that at all because the movie it did have issues. I'm just saying that I didn't hate it or anything like that, and I'm not just like, trashing on it as much as other people are. And, I personally did enjoy it, but I definitely do see the flaws in the movie, for sure. With because there was a lot of things that, like I said, they did do different, but there were still some things. There were still a lot of elements, and like most of the elements in Scream 5 were like just any other typical Scream film. Where you have the the main character, the main focus, they have to struggle with Ghostface throughout the movie, and then they toward like towards like the second act, they're like they're being attacked. Someone dies, someone important dies, and whatnot, and then towards the end, they reveal who the ghost faces are. The ghost face killers die, and then that's it. And it's just like I would like to see something different, because like with Scream 4, they were actually, unfortunately, it didn't do that good with the success at the box office, and that's why they never went about it with, what they were actually planning on doing for Scream 4 and continuing on from that. So unfortunately, we never got that. Um, Wes Craven was actually planning to do more with Scream 4, and he was going to do a Scream 5 and apparently a Scream 6. And I would have loved to see what he would have done with that. I would have loved to see that movie because he was apparently with Scream 5, they were supposed to continue on from Scream 4, and basically Jill would have survived, I guess. Like she would have somehow survived her attack and whatnot, and she would have, what's it called? Like she would have survived, and then like she basically she would be targeted by another Ghostface who finds out like what she did, like her whole motive behind wanting to be famous and killing Sidney and all that stuff. Someone finds out about it, and another Ghostface killer then targets her because of it, and they start taunting her and stuff like that. And we would have then found out that Sidney was alive because we weren't supposed to get that little hospital scene in Scream 4 towards the end. Apparently I don't remember, but apparently we weren't supposed to get that hospital scene towards the end of Scream 4 where we see Sidney is still alive and stuff like that, and they have that whole little fight. Apparently it was supposed to be left at the house where Jill is like attacking herself, and she's like, you know, freaking stabbing herself and all this stuff to make it seem like she got hurt and attacked by the killer. and then like the police show up. Like apparently it was supposed to end there, and it would have been left on the cliffhanger for us to like question, oh, did Sydney survive or did she die? And it would have continued on from there, and Jill reaches her fame, she gets her fame and everything, and then another Ghostface killer finds out about it. Someone finds out about it and then starts taunting her and stuff like that. They start targeting her. And I would have loved to see that. I would have loved to see where they went with that, where they would have gone with that. I would have loved to see that. But unfortunately, Scream 4 just it didn't do good at the box office, and they just never went with it. But with Scream 5, um, you know, like I said, I understand why it was like any other typical Scream film for the most part. Like I understand because like this Scream 5 was supposed to be the honoring Wes Craven and paying homage to the original. So, I understand. I fully understand why they went about it that way with trying to like basically, you know, just be like any other typical Scream film, paying homage to the original, being similar to the original, and just stuff like that. I understand why they did that because they were trying to honor Wes Craven, and they were trying to just go back to the original because that is what requels do. They go back to the original, like Mindy said in that one scene. So yeah, like I said, I understand why they did that, but what's it called? They but it's just for Scream 6, I'm hoping they do something different. Like they don't just I'm hoping they don't do that again because Radio Silence did say that they were going to try to go their own route. They were going to try to do their own thing, and that's why I'm hoping that they do end up like I'm hoping that they do end up going a different route and stuff like that for Scream 6. Like they try new things. They end off on a cliffhanger. We have more chase scenes. We have um more brutal kills, more creative kills. Because Scream 5, it had some brutal kills, but it didn't have any really creative kills. It wasn't really creative at all, really, because most of the kills were just like with the knife and stuff. And like, don't get me wrong, I like those kills, with just the knife and stuff, because That's what Ghostface is known for. He's known for. Well, why did I swipe over here? What the heck? Just I just leave it right here at Sydney. Cause I only had a few pictures for this. That's why I'm just scrolling back and forth. Cause I didn't. I should have gotten more pictures for this. But whatever. Um. What's it called? But we need more chase scenes and we need more creative kills. Like I like the knife kills from Ghostface because that's what Ghostface is known for. And but the thing is that with Scream 6, we can't just. I feel like we have to get more creative with the kills. We have to have more chase scenes. We have to have more, you know. I feel like they should also make the movie more longer as well because, I feel like with Scream 5, some of the characters didn't get developed that well. And And like yes, that's been the case with other Scream films where they didn't get really character development or the characters weren't that interesting in general. Like that has happened before. But I'm hoping with Scream 6 they don't continue that path and they actually try to develop their characters and especially the four survivors from Scream 5, which is obviously Mindy, Chad, Tara, and Sam. I'm hoping they develop their characters more and they develop Kirby, obviously, since we know she's returning. Gail, apparently Gail was removed from the cast list, so like we don't even know at this point if she actually is returning or not. Like Courtney Cox hasn't really said much. So we don't I don't really know about her. I'm not really gonna say anything about that just because of that. Like I don't know for sure if she's returning. Like we really don't know. But I'm hoping that they can develop, the core four survivors and Kirby, because those are the main people that you need to develop. You gotta develop your characters and whatever new characters, because we don't know about the new characters yet. We don't know if what who are they gonna be, what are they gonna be? Like we don't know any of the new cast yet for Scream 6. So um whoever from the new characters and new cast that they decide to have in Scream 6, I'm hoping that they choose to develop those characters because whatever characters you choose to have to survive, you have to develop them. That's basically what it is. Like you can't just choose have some character because like let's say they have like one or two characters that they let survive for Scream 6, a new character, and they decide to let them live. But I'm hoping that they choose to develop them enough for us to even care that they survive and that for us to even care that they're even making it to Scream 7, a possible Scream 7, I'm hoping they can do that. Because if they, like, because don't get me wrong, in Scream 5, I was glad Chad and Mindy survived. But I would have been more glad if they had gotten more character development in that movie. You know what I'm saying? Because with the little screen time they had, I did enjoy their characters, and I did like their characters. But I'm hoping we get to see more of them in Scream 6. We get to develop them more. We get to see, um, what's it called, Randy's sister, which is pretty much Chad and Mindy's mom. Like I'm hoping we get to see her. I'm hoping we get to see her husband because there's rumors that her husband is Joel from Scream 2. Gail's cameraman. Like that would be cool. Like that would be a cool tie-in and a cool connection to do. And just like I would overall just like to see her reaction to her kids basically being attacked by a Ghostface killer and how she's gonna react to that. Because I doubt she's just gonna be like, oh yeah, they were attacked and because I let them just go to a party and they got attacked and something could have happened to them and I'm just gonna like brush that off like it's nothing. Like I'm hoping we get to actually see her reaction to what had happened previously in Scream 5 and like how she reacts in Scream 6 and stuff like that, you know? But yeah, this is basically the like some of the things that I want to see in Scream 6, just overall like character development, um, chase scenes and creative kills. That's basically like the main three things that I want to see in Scream 6. And if they want to end on the cliffhanger, like oh, like a Ghostface killer gets away with it, or it's revealed that there's more killers still out there. Like that would be cool. Now, am I saying that they should have like a whole cult of ghost faces that we don't even know about? Uh, I don't know about that, but uh, like I feel like overall, like, cause with Scream 6, I'm hoping that they have like at least three or four killers, at least three or four. I don't want them to have like any more than that because I feel like if it's like five or more, I just feel like it's too many killers. Unless they're revealed for the next movie, like Scream 7, then I guess that's fine. But like, if you have like a whole cult of ghost faces just attacking all at once throughout the movie that we don't even know about, or they're just like we don't know about them in general, like because we never just seen them. Like, yeah, I wouldn't want that. So I'm hoping in Scream 6 they they have like three or four killers and basically, and if they choose to have one of the killers be someone from the last movie, Like, because there's theories that Mindy was the third killer in Scream 5. That would be cool, to have Mindy be the third killer. I'm not saying she is the third killer, but I'm just saying that's a cool theory. It could happen because don't don't get me wrong. It was pretty like it was a little sus, because in the movie she was only stabbed in the shoulder, and like she just like played dead for like what, like 20, 30 minutes, and then she, like, yeah, I don't know, that just, it seems a little suspicious to me, because the thing is, Randy, he was also attacked in the shoulder in the first movie, but he was shot in the shoulder, so it made sense why he had like he had stayed on the ground for like a little while, because he was like actually shot, and that, I'm sure that would freaking hurt a lot. So it makes sense why Randy was just laying there for so long after being shot by Billy in Scream 1. But Mindy, she was only stabbed, and she was like, oh my gosh, that's a lot of blood. Like, yeah, I don't know. That was a little suspicious, but I don't know. I just feel like if she is the third killer, like, Uh, I don't really know how they could do it. Like, I feel like they would have to have good writing for that. Like, have to like actually give a good explanation. Not a good explanation because I don't really care about her motive. I mostly just care about how they go about it. Like how they write that, how they how they how they basically just go about it with trying to build her up as a character in Scream 6 and then revealing that she's the killer. She was the third killer in Scream 5. I want them to reveal it and, you know, and explain it and build that up well. I don't want them to just be like, oh, Mindy takes off her mask and she's, oh, wait, hey, I was the third killer in Scream 5. Like, I want them to build on that first and like keep building on it until the reveal, and then basically Mindy gives this good explanation of why she's her, what her plan was and what she did and all this stuff, to build on that. I don't want them to just like reveal that she was the third killer in Scream 5 and then like, yeah, I don't really want that to happen. And I also don't want them to retcon Richie and Amber's kills that they had in Scream 5, because a lot of people were saying that there's a third killer in Scream 5, and the reason why I don't really want that to be the case with Scream 5 at least is because the thing is that if there was a third killer, wouldn't it kind of like retcon what Richie and Amber did in Scream 5? Because a lot of people are saying, oh, there was a third killer, and that third killer did this, and that third killer did that. And it's like, at this point, you're just trying to retcon what Richie and Amber already. Like, you're retconning their kills, their plan, their goals, and everything like that. And you're basically just trying to turn it into your own thing. And, like, so that's why it's like, I don't really want them to go that route and like try to retcon Amber and Richie, because they already did that in Scream 3. Like Scream 3, it was revealed, oh, Roman, he was Sydney's long lost brother, and he was like behind the he was behind Billy and Stu, and why they, and like he was behind Billy, and he told Billy to go kill Maureen Prescott, and it's just like, it just felt like so out of nowhere, and mainly because Roman barely got any screen time in Scream 3. So it was just like, it just felt like so just out of place. So that's why I'm hoping with, like, if they do a Scream 6 or Scream 7, like, they don't try to retcon Richie and Amber, because they already established what they established. And I feel like it's mainly because if they don't explain it well of um, who did this kill, or why this person was the mastermind, or why this person was working with them in Scream 5, and then like explain it further down in their new movie, it's just gonna feel out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? I don't want it to be like with Roman in Scream 3. Like it just felt out of nowhere. Like he just revealed himself that he was the mastermind of Scream 1 and he was Sidney's long lost brother, and it just felt like so out of nowhere, and it just like I don't want that to happen again. Like somehow someone was the mastermind of Scream 5 and they were in charge of Richie and Amber, and they were like working with them, and they did this kill and they did that kill, and Amber and Richie didn't actually do this specific kill. Like I don't want that to happen. There's no point of retconning Richie and Amber's kills and what they already did, like and what they established. Like there's really no point of doing that. So I'm hoping they don't do that. Like if there was like for Scream 6, if any if anything, I would rather them have a third killer or a fourth killer and whatnot for Scream 6 than Scream 5. In Scream 5, like no, in Scream 6, I don't want them to reveal that there was a secret third killer or a secret fourth killer or whatever, like that was in Scream 5 but is now revealed in Scream 6. Like I don't want that to happen. I want it to be 3 and 4 killers in Scream 6 in general. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like that would be better, and it would be a better establishment. So yeah, that's basically most of the things that I want to see in Scream 6, guys, and let me know what you guys think in the comments below because I know everyone has different opinions. So, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Um, like, cause like I said, with the whole, 3, 4 killers thing, I'm all down for that. I just don't want it to be revealed that there was a third and fourth killer or whatever in Scream 5, and then in Scream 6 they get revealed, that they were working with Richie and Amber. Like, I don't really want that. I just want it to be that the new killers in Scream 6 they get revealed to be the what's it called? They get revealed to be a third killer and a fourth killer in the sixth movie. You know what I'm saying? In their respective movie. I don't want it to be like I don't want it to carry on in another film and then reveal that they were also in the last. They were a killer in the last film, but they didn't reveal themselves then. Like it just feels like so out of place in my opinion. So yeah, I just don't really want that. Like with so that's kind of why I don't want Mindy to be the third killer. Because I feel like it would just be so out of place. So me personally, I don't really know if I really want that. But if if they do like a thing where Richie and Amber were part of this Reddit group and they were working, they had like this whole group of other killers working with them. I mean, I guess that would be fine, but I don't want it to be like a whole cult of like, oh, there's a whole bunch of ghost faces just everywhere, just attacking everywhere and doing this and like, because I feel like it would feel like so like so much everything is just going on, and it would just feel like so crazy and just out of place. Like, so yeah, I don't know. It feels like a cool idea, but it just feels like if they go that route, it would just feel so like too much is going on. So the whole Reddit group cult thing, like with Richie and Amber, like maybe other killers could have been working with them and whatnot, or a part of it. Like they could do that, but like I said, it's all due to the writing and how they establish that. And if they if they make it seem like there's too much going on, then yeah, it's gonna feel too out of place, and it's not gonna feel right. So it's all due to writing and how they go about it. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think and what you guys want for Scream 6 and what you guys think about my opinions and what I had to say. And what's it called? Like and subscribe to the channel. Um, comment, like I said, comment down below of anything of what you want to see in Scream 6. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.